Hi everybody, welcome in. Thanks for joining me today. This is your weekly horoscope. This is going to take in April 5th right through to the 11th. So let's see what energies are showing up here for you this week. I hope you're all doing well. My allergies have kicked in good style, so if I'm sniffling, just ignore it. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Got the 5th to the 11th. All right, so for Sunday, your card is Longing for Love. Monday is Imprisonment. Tuesday is Parent-Child. Wednesday is Isolation. Thursday is Devotion. Friday, Service. And Saturday is a Caretaker. All right, so let's break these down and see what is showing up here for you. Longing for love. This talks of loneliness. Okay. All right, so here we have King of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. This may be having to do with someone not communicating their feelings, okay? If you are in a partnership, a loving partnership, it feels here that your person is holding back feelings or not wanting to talk about their feelings. And in a sense, I want to say that that's going to make you feel like you're not included, okay, within this person. All right, it just feels like for you, like the Five of Pentacles, okay, like you're left out in the cold for some reason, okay? So just be aware of that. All right, for Monday, your card is Imprisonment. This talks of persecution or judgment. So here we have the Page of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Devil. Okay, so to me, this feels like if this is like an imprisonment, persecution, or judgment, I want to say that it's you doing that to yourself, okay? You're putting yourself in a position where you feel like you are unworthy or something along that line, okay? It feels like you've been doing too much thinking, and it's not putting you in a good place, okay? Too much negative thinking, I really should say. All right, so maybe it's time that you start looking at yourself in a, like, put yourself in a position of like being on the outside of it and not being right in the middle, okay? The Hermit, this talks about doing an inner reflection, so that's very much what you could be doing here. And the Devil is, you know, those thoughts just keep rolling around in there, and you know, you stay in the same negative energy or the same negative cycle. So just be aware of that, okay? Give yourself a little bit of compassion, okay? Show yourself a little bit of compassion. Go easier on yourself. So for Tuesday, we have Parent and Child. Now this talks about family. So here we have Five of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Empress. This to me feels like some sort of sadness, wanting to make a connection maybe with a family member. Now, you could call them, you could text them, you could email, you could drop in to see them. But I think this really is talking about a distance, okay? It feels like there's some sort of distance here. For some of you, yes, it could be a matter of, you know, hundreds of miles or something like that. But for others of you, the distance is is something that needs to be reconciled, okay? I feel like there could be some maybe hurtful feelings that are going on there that need to be looked at and healed. All right, so this could be, you know, a sister, a mother, a grandmother, okay? I feel like it's having to do with the feminine energy, okay? All right, so Wednesday we have isolation, and this is lack of connections. Okay, Queen of Wands jumping out. Here we have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, so isolation. This almost feels like someone has excluded you, has pushed you out of the way, kept you out of the loop, you know, kept you at a distance. It feels like it may be that they, I don't know, they could be jealous of something about you or something that you have, and they could be trying to push you out of their friends circle or their family circle or something like that. Okay. Yeah, it just feels here like you're kind of left out in the cold. Someone's been trying to push you out or push you away. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at Thursday. This is devotion. This talks of spiritual practices, intuitive history. So here we have the Fool, Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So it feels here like you're showing yourself some compassion. All right, we've got that Queen of Pentacles there. With spiritual practices or intuitive history, this feels like you are reaching more towards your spiritual side or really listening to your intuition more than you have been. It feels like it's starting to become a passion for you. Okay, something that you're very much interested in now than earlier in your life. Okay, you're seeing it as a time for compassion, a time for nurturing. Okay, you may be going through a difficult time and realizing that getting in touch with the spiritual side is really helping you cope with the issue at hand. So let's take a look at Friday. And here we have bringing value. This is service. So here we have the Ten of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. And it's funny because I read earlier here that it felt like someone was pushing you out. Now it feels like you could be bringing someone in to the family, or being extra kind to someone, showing kindness. You could be driving someone somewhere. You know, maybe their car's not working or they have no means of travel, and it feels here like maybe you're helping them out. The Four of Swords, that's usually a card that's, you know, doing a lot of thinking. To me, it feels more like deep conversation. Okay, so if you find yourself helping out another person, you may be hearing something very personal, okay, about their life. So then we'll take a look at Saturday, and this is caretaker. This is putting others first. So here we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Four of Pentacles. It almost feels here like you're trying to do the best that you can, but it's like the things that you've been wanting are like on a back burner right now. If you are a caretaker and caring for someone else, it feels here like you're trying to do the best that you can, but it feels like the things that you want to do personally, you can't find the time, or you don't have the energy right now. The Wheel of Fortune is sitting here in the center of this reading, and to me the Wheel of Fortune really talks about divine will. This talks of alignment, okay, fate. So I want to say, give things a little bit of time. Be in the now with this situation. If you are a caretaker, be in the here and now. It's very important at this point. It's funny because this is a weekly reading, but I'm getting a sense of 2 to 3 months. Okay, things are going to change for you in 2 to 3 months. I think things are going to become easier for you, or your time management is going to be more balanced. Okay, so there's something happening in 2 to 3 months in this issue that you're dealing with right at the present time. Okay, all right. So that is your weekly horoscope. Again, that is for the 5th right through to the 11th of April. I hope you guys have a happy Easter weekend. Thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. I'd love to have you here. And I want you guys to have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.